Good day to all our math learners out there. Once again, this is your Sir Gio. We will be discussing Mathematics 10 for Quarter 3, Module 5. All about probability of a union of two events. Are you ready? So let's get it on. So once again, we are using the self-learning modules coming from our Department of Education. Okay, so our objective for today, after going through this module, you are expected to illustrate the probability of a union of two events. Specifically, you will solve probabilities of a union of two events. Number 2, apply real-life situations involving probability of a union of two events. Let us study. We want to find the probability of spinning orange or spinning a bee. So let's try this. How many sections are there in the spinner? Okay, let us count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 sections sa ating spinner. How many sections are orange? Ilan yung orange daw dito? Meron tayong 1, 2, 3. How many sections are or have B? So ito yung B natin, no? 1, 2. Yan. So 2 lang. How many sections are orange and have B? Ibig sabihin yan, ilan ba yung section na B at the same time orange? So, kung titingnan natin dito, ito lang. B at the same time orange. So, 1. What is the probability of spinning orange or spinning a B? So, kung titingnan natin, kung orange, mayroon tayong 3. Kung B naman, 2 lang. Tama? Tapos, teka, orange, 1, 2, 3. Yan. While ang B, 1 at saka 2. Pero parang naulit natin pag-count ito na section, no? Twice na natin ito na-count. Pero isa lang yan, isang section lang yan. That is why, minus natin ng 1. So, ito lahat yung magiging spinning orange or spinning a B. But take note, we are asked to find the probability, so we divide by 6. So this would be 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 1 is 4 over 6. So grade 3 mathematics, we have to reduce in lowest term divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, while 6 divided by 2 is 3. Yan. Okay, so probability of the union of two events. Definition: the union of two or more sets is the set that contains all the elements of each of the sets. An element is in the union if it belongs to at least one of the sets. The symbol for union is U, parang U lang. Try to remember yung discussion natin sa Quarter 3, Module 4. And is associated with the word or. Okay ha? Sa union daw, teka, let me highlight para hindi makalimutan. So union, ito yung symbol. Tapos, associated with the word or. So because A union B is the set of all elements that are in A or B or both. To find the union of two events or two sets, list the elements that are in either or both sets. The general probability addition rule for the union of two events states that the probability of the union of A and B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of the intersection of A and B. So where? So sinabi ko na kanina na kapag ganito yung symbol, it is the intersection of the two sets or the intersection of A and B. Yung P tapos A, probability of event A. Tapos yung PB, probability of event B. So these are the keynotes. Experiment is any procedure that can be infinitely repeated and has a well-defined set of possible outcomes, known as the sample space. An event is an outcome or defined collection of outcomes of a random experiment. A sample space is a collection of a set of possible outcomes of a random experiment. The sample space is represented using the symbol S. Simple events. A simple or single event is an event with a single outcome. The formula in finding the probability of an event is the probability of event is equal to number of times it can occur over the total times or the total number of outcomes. Compound events. A compound event is the combination of two or more simple events. Union of events. A set contains all of the elements that are in at least one of the two events. Union is denoted by the symbol na parang U. Intersection of events. A set that contains all of the elements that are in both elements. The intersection is denoted by the symbol parang U na nakabaliktad or inverted U. Probability of an event. If each of the outcomes in a sample space is equally likely to occur, then the probability of an event E, denoted by PE, is given by PE, or the probability of E is equal to the number of outcomes in the event over the number of outcomes in the sample space. Okay, so to understand what I am trying to discuss, let us have stative example. You flip a coin. What is the probability of getting a head? So take note, this is not only a mere coin. We are using what we call a fair coin. Ano ibig sabihin ng fair coin? So, sinabing fair coin, yung isang face is a head. Yan. Nasa likod naman ng head, isang likod ng coin na yan, is a tail. Sa Saya pa, ating tatay. So, fair coin. Kasi may mga coin na bias. Hindi yun pwede. Sinabi bias, head nasa sa harap, head ito nasa likod. Tail nasa harap, nasa likod. So, we are using a fair coin. Assuming a fair coin yung sinasabi equation number 1. So, when we flip a coin, there is always a probability to get a head, H, or a tail, T. To find the probability of an event, we use the general form. The probability of event is equal to the number of times it can occur divided by the total number of outcomes. So, let PE, or that is the probability of getting a head. So, E lang yung mag-represent. S is the total sample space of a coin. So, S equals, so total sample space natin, syempre, yung nasa harap is the head, nasa likod is tail. The number of sample space is equal to 2. The total number of outcomes in the sample space. Let A be the event of getting a head. So the number of A is equal to 1. The number of outcomes that occur. So the probability Take note of this representation. The probability of E, or the probability of getting ahead, is equal to the number of A, or the event of getting ahead, over the number of outcomes in sample space. So since isang head lang man, over, ano ba yung total number of outcomes? Meron kang head, meron din tail. So, 1 over 2. So, therefore, the probability of getting ahead is 1/2. Pero kung ang tinatanong naman, the probability na tail, pwede man ganito lang pagka-represent. Okay lang yan. So, ilan ba yung tail sa coin? Pair coin. So, meron lang isa. Over, ilan ba yung faces ng coin natin? Dalawa. Tail, makikita is 1/2. Take note, 1/2 or 2%. And always remember, sa probability, always yan. And number 2, the illustration to the right side shows a container with 4 triangles, 5 squares, and 7 circles. What is the probability that the object is a circle? Again, ilan yung circles? Pito. The probability of E, or the probability of event that the object is a circle. And S is the total objects in the sample space. Even example, there are 4 triangles, 5 squares, and 7 circles. Bibilang ito lahat. All in all, there are 16. Yan yung magiging sample space natin. Total number of outcomes in the sample space. Let A be the event that the object is a circle. So, the number of circles na meron tayo. 11. So, the probability, ano yung event natin? That the object is circle. Yan. So, ilan ba yung circles? There are 7. Ilan lahat yung figures natin? There are 16. So, 7 over 16. So, 7 over 16 is already in its lowest form, lowest term. So, ang answer natin dito is 7 over 16. Therefore, the probability that the object is a circle is 7 over 16. Okay, how about yung probability na, let's say, triangle. Ayan, ganitohin ko na lang, triangle yan. So, ano yung magiging probability natin? Ilan yung triangles? So, there are 4. Ilan lahat yung figures? O yan, 16. Yan yung sample space pa rin natin. So, 4 over 16, 4 and 16, can still be reduced when divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, while 16 divided by 4 is 4. How about kapag probability na squares? Yan. So, ilan yung squares sa figure? There are 5. Over 16. So, 16 man lahat. Yan yung sample space. So, reduce if needed. 5 over 16 is already lowest. Okay, number 3. Hila, right, question is the probability na blueberry cake na maselect. So, ilan yung blueberry? There are how many? There are 5 over 15. Yan. Yet, ang 5 over 15 consecutive when divided by 15. 5 is 1. Yan. While 15 divided by 5 is the probability na blueberry cake will be selected is 1/3. The illustrations given in numbers 1 to 3 are examples of how to get the probability of simple. A simple event is an event with a single outcome. Now, let's proceed to the next example. Number 4. Consider the experiment of rolling a die. Die, dalawa, more than 2 dice. Find the probability of getting an even number or a number that is multiple of 3. Take note, meron na tayo tinatawag na conjunction na 4. So, this is already no longer simple event. So, let S be the sample space of a die. Die. So, yung sample space natin, syempre, ano yung makikita sa die? Meron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, yung sample space natin is 6. The total number of outcomes in the sample space. Let A be the event of getting an even number. Outcomes in the first event is 3. Let B be the event of the numbers. Numbers na pwede sa line natin. We only have 3 and 6. In the second event will be solutions. Find the probability of A. Hence, we have the probability of A equals 3 over 6. Take note, ang A natin is yung even number. So, meron tayong tatlo. So, tatlo. Tapos, ilan lahat? Makikita sa die. So, 6. Find the probability of B. Hence, we have the probability of B. Ano yung B natin? Yung of 3. So, there are 2 over 6. Don't forget, we are finding the probability. So, dapat may sample space sa baba. So, find the intersection of A and B. Hence, we have A intersection B. Sabihin yan, number dyan na even at the same time of 3. So even 1. Of 3. So that is what number? Yung 6. Yan. So may isa common si even at saka sa those 3. Yan yung intersection. So yung probability niya is 1, 6. So the general probability 1, 6. So, we have 3, di ba, sa grade 3 mathematics, if you have, if you are adding or subtracting similar fractions, similar, having the same denominator, you just simply copy the denominator and add or subtract the numerators. So 3 minus plus 2 equals 5, minus 4, minus 1 equals 4 over 6. Yet 4 over 6 can still be reduced to lowest term when divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, while 6 divided by 2 is 3. So therefore, the union of the probability of the union A and B is equal to thirds. Number 5. A single card is chosen at random from a standard deck of 52 playing cards. What is the probability of choosing king or a club? Take note, meron tayong conjunction na or. In other words, it is no longer simple event. Okay, so NS, the total number of outcomes natin. So, syempre, 52 kasi there are 52 playing cards. Let A, ito, yung event A natin, be the event of choosing a king. So, A equals king R, king of diamond, king of spade, etc. King of club. So, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So, there are 4 total number of outcomes in the event. So, yan. Let B be the event of choosing a club. So, ito naman yung B natin. So, B is club is 13. So, yung club, ito yung formula niya. Club. So, meron tayong 13. So, mula sa A, ace, A, tapos 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tapos, Jack, Queen, at saka King. A, 2, 3, 4 hanggang 10 is 10. Tapos 11, 12, there are 13. Tapos, so, the total number of outcomes of using club is 13. So, our solutions, find the probability of A, probability of choosing king. Hence, we have VA equals 4 over 52. While the probability of B, probability of choosing a club, is 13 over 52. The probability na A intersection B, or yung probability na makuha mo is king at the same time a club. Diba, take note. Diba, kapag may playing card ka, may isang card dyan na ganito. King at the same time a club. Yan. Yan, isang yan. Okay. So, meron tayong isa. 1 over 52. So, the general probability addition for the unit of two events states that the probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B plus the probability of the intersection of A and B. The probability of A union B will be 4 over 52 plus 13 over 52 minus intersection nila given in numbers 4 to 5 are examples on how to get the probability of a compound event. Compound event is the combination of two or more simple events. Take note, probability ng king lang, sana, simple event yan. The probability na club lang sana, simple event yan. But this time, combination ng probability ng king at saka or ng club. This is no longer a simple event, but a compound event. Yan. So, let us practice. So, if a letter is to be selected from the word ingredients, find the probability that the letter is a vowel, a consonant letter. Okay, so let's begin with vowel. So, una, we have to identify muna yung sample space natin. Yung sample space. Dito, NS, number of total hanggang ilan na How about a consonant letter? So, yung consonant dito, so, list muna natin para list. We will be guided. So, M, dalawang L, isang N, isang N, S. Okay, so, probability. Grades and gender are summarized below. If one student is chosen at random, find the probability that the student was a female or a student that got a C. Siyempre, probability of female or C. Formula natin is probability of N plus probability of C minus probability na F at the same Okay, so let's begin answering the questions. Number 3. How many students are in the junior class? So una, we're going to add. So gagamit na lang ako ng calculator para mas madali. So we're going to add the numbers na meron tayo sa Venn diagram. So meron tayong 38 plus 30 plus 4 plus 10 plus 51 plus 8 plus 137 plus 67. So all in all, there are 345. Okay, how about number 4? How many students participate in sports? So, syempre, sports lang man. Highlight ko lang. So, ito lang yan lahat. Sports. So, we have 4 plus 10 plus 8 plus 137. So, once again, balikan ko lang yung 67. Hindi siya kasali sa sports kasi yung 67 did not join the activities. So if we're going to add 4 plus 10 plus 8 plus 137, so there are 159 students na nag-join or nag-participate sa sports. Number 5. If a student is randomly chosen, what is the probability that the student participated in sports and math club? But actually, dapat hindi pa to end. It should be or. Kasi yung lesson natin is all about the union of events. So, the probability daw na sports, so let's say S, or math, so M na lang. So using the formula sa probability of compound events, union, so the probability na sports plus the probability na math minus the probability na sports at the same time, so intersection na may math din. So kanina we have listed or answered kung ilan yung students that participated sa sports. So ilan ba yung sa sports? There are 159. So 159 plus ilan ba yung students na nag-join sa math? Sa math, ito, 82. So, do not forget, probability man to. So, we have to write the denominator. Yung sample space natin is 345. 345. So, before natin makalimutan, meron pa tayong probability ng mga students na nag-join, participated sa sports at the same time math. So, ilan ba yun sila? So, titingnan natin. So, makikita yan dito. Yan. Itong portion na to. 4 at saka 10. So, there are 14 who participated sa math at saka sa sports. So, this is 14 over 345. Yan. So, calculator na lang tayo para mas madali. 159 plus 82 minus 114. So, that is 227. So, 227 over 345. So this ends our lesson sa ating Quarter 3 Module 5, all about the probability of a union of two events. Thanks for watching. So see you sa part 2 ng lesson natin. Okay, bye!